Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. My name is Mike. Welcome to Mike's World. This video is one of my newly launched projects, Forest Libraries. The project is for Where Would Locals Go series. Forest Libraries for introducing libraries that are beautiful, cozy, embracing plenty of greens, and giving great vibes for reading in Seoul, the capital of Korea, and the close by areas around where you can go on walking, trekking, or on public transportation. So you can visit a library packed lightly, yet still enjoy reading and scenic views. In the series, I do actually visit the places and take videos and photos of the places I make videos about. So please keep that in mind. These are based on my personal experiences and preferences. And they may be different from what you will or did experience on that place.
서초구립 양재도서관. The literal translation is Seocho District or Municipal. Yangjae is for town, library is for dosogan. It is located on southern side of Seocho District or Seocho-gu and is close by the number 1 highway, Gyeonggi-do. You can find this library with one of the most popular map apps in Korea, Neighbor Map and Kakao Map. Fortunately, you cannot browse this library in English with both of the maps. So I suggest you to copy up this video's title and paste it into the searching area, and you'll be able to find it. The library opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 10 p.m. on weekdays from Monday to Thursday.
But during the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays, it closes at 8 p.m. Please keep in mind that the library closes on every Friday and other national holidays.
Please make sure to call this number to check if the library closes or opens on certain days you want to visit. There are 2 ways to get to this library. One is subway, 2 bus. There are 2 subway stations around the library. First one is YangJae Station from line number 3, or 양재 시민의 숲 Station from Shinbundang line. It takes about 20 minutes from the station to the library by walking. On the contrary, from 양재 시민의 숲역 takes about 15 minutes by walking.
Of course, there is another way to
get in by bus. There's a bus station nearby the library, so I do recommend to take on a bus. But during the spring season, when the cherry blossom blooms, I suggest you to take a walk from 양재 시민의 숲역. It takes about 15 minutes. You're watching the reason why you should take a walk from the 시민의 숲 station. The stream is called YeoUiChoen and it's simply so beautiful. Just take a taxi from number 1 and walk all along the stream and go and curve on the YangJaeChoen, and you should be able to go to the SeoCho YangJae Library.
And of course, there is a second option.
You can take a bus and take it off into one of the bus stations right here, Mahon 시민의 숲 Station, or 영동 1교 교차로, or 매헌 시민의 숲 양재 꽃시장 Station. You can take a walk on either side of banks that all connects to the riverside, or stream side connects to the library, and you can enjoy the beautiful cherry blossoms. Imagine this beautiful walking connects to this way into the library.
When you're getting close to the library, you can see the stairs coming up and connects to the library. And those chairs are actually reading tables and chairs. Since it's outside, you can have snacks or just simply have a chest outside. And actually this is my second time visiting the library filming this, and they were actually doing some construction works for the events for this week. I guess it's what enjoying reading under cherry blossom trees, day or night. Beautiful chairs like piano keys, and they do have unmanned book checking machine outside. This place is actually called 양재오솔숲도서관. The close translation would be Yangjae's small forest library. So it basically means that small forest library. Here's the shots of front of YangJae Library. And let's get into the library. The first floor is for main counter and the library for children and DVD library. There are reading booths like places that you can actually sit down and look outside, enjoying the beautiful scenery and reading at the same time. And of course, this library is for the children. It's also a children's playroom too. So you can actually enjoy reading and playing. There are various funny looking or interesting reading environment for the kids. On the right side of the entrance, there's a separate room for young children who just started reading, I believe. So reading out loud and more intense playing for having interest in reading. And there was no session around, but the young kids are welcome to come in and enjoy the book. And of course, there's some amenities that all the good libraries have. Book cleaning machine and the book index computer that is actually height adjusted to the kids so they can actually browse it by themselves. The reading booth on the first floor with the beautiful scenery actually you're gonna have to take off your shoes and get on there. So if you're not comfortable with it, there's always different options like chairs and tables. Restroom is really clean, and I'm a man, so I can just check on the men's restroom. There's a urinator or urinary stand for the kids, and of course there's a bidet and air dryer. I use an old GoPro camera to record it. And of course there are some trash cans and a filter water station where you can get hot water, warm water, or room temperature water or cold water. Let's get to the second floor. First, there's use area. This room is for middle school or high school students for studying. So there are desks with better lighting, and of course it's a separate room from the others, so it's much more quieter. Lots of windows and studying areas with great views. One of the sections is reserved for seniors, and still with the great views. These small studying rooms are called 나만의 서재. The literal translation is my own study. You can reserve it through the Gangnam library system, and you're gonna have to do it before you come to the library. And the corner room has a beautiful scenery outside the window. This is the largest reading room in this library. All these bookshelves are standing symmetric, and the aisles show great scenery one by one. These are the hidden gems of this library. The restrooms and the water stations are same as the first floor. There are few private studying booths next to phone booths. These are first come first served. Going back to the youth room, the elevated area where two small tents are standing, one of the hidden gems of this library. Top area has a great views of outside and also a great spot for having a natural lights. Heading to third floor. There's a cafe in a covered terrace area. And of course there are more desks for readings and a booth for virtual meeting. To use that, you'll have to reserve it also. Passing the conference hall, there is a hallway displaying arts on the wall. On the other side, there are various rooms you can reserve for using. The first room we passed stands out. It is called 엄마의 방, or in English, mother's room. This room has comfortable chairs and sofa, and also a swing with great views, and a patio right next to it. The books on this shelf of this section are for the mothers or mothers going to be. Going out on the patio, you can have your snacks or lunch here. Conference room is for reservation only. Enjoy the shots of the bank from third floor. The restrooms are same as first and second floor. All the restrooms are equipped with kids-friendly urinator or toilet. The sign says it's limited to use fourth floor. This library is for everyone. Little kids, young students, or adults, or seniors, or mothers. This library provides comfortness to everyone. This library worth visiting multiple times if you live nearby or staying in town. This library is perfect space for studying or just simply enjoying quiet times. Spring, summer, fall, winter, any season, you can come to this library and enjoy reading. Alright, that's it for today, folks. I really hope you enjoyed my video and also hope you find it helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day or night. Bye!